Now we're looking at the King of Swords and the symbolism on this card. And this king, he represents wisdom and mastery of communication. He embodies authority, respect and the power of reason. So getting into the symbolism on the King of Swords, the throne symbolises his authority, stability and wisdom. The butterflies and the moons represent transformation, insight and a connection to higher truths or spiritual guidance. He's seen here holding the sword in an upright position, pointing directly upwards, and the sword in this position is a symbol of his clear, rational mind and his commitment to truth and justice. It also symbolises his ability to cut through deception and make impartial, well-reasoned decisions. So looking at the King's crown here, the crown represents his mastery over the mental realm, suggesting that his judgments are informed by experience, knowledge and a deep understanding of the principles of justice. The sky is mostly clear in this picture. There's a cloud there, but it is quite a clear sky. And that reflects the King's mental clarity and his ability to see situations without the clouding of emotions or distractions. It indicates his straightforward approach and his focus on logic and truth. The butterflies here on this card symbolise transformation, intellectual growth and the evolution of ideas. They also suggest that the king has gone through a process of mental or spiritual development, leading to his current state of wisdom and understanding. So the King of Swords and how you might show up in a reading. So the King of Swords is the ultimate expression of mental clarity and clear communication. He represents truth and justice. He is able to make clear decisions and he is able to give well-considered judgments. He represents authority and intellect. He is power, wisdom and respect. He is the clearest of communicators and he has a huge commitment to the truth. In a reading, he may show up as a figure of authority. There might be, you may be having dealings with an authority figure, whether this be somebody in your family, like somebody older, an older person in your family, or it could be an authority figure in work, so a boss, or maybe an authority figure in the form of police, that kind of thing. So you could have some kind of dealings in that area, or you may be the authority figure yourself, or you may be stepping into a role of leadership soon, maybe being called upon to make important decisions that require clear thinking, with an honest and fair approach, and they're decisions that are going to be effective and for the good of others. It might be that you have a legal matter coming up, and it could be that you're going into court about something. It may be representing a lawyer, or it could just be representing the legal system. Show up to just explain that you need more discipline and structure in your life. There is a need for more organisation, whether that be at work or at home. So maybe there is a need for more planning, whether it's towards a goal you're trying to achieve, or maybe a timetable may be needed, or a diary, but there's a need for more organisation, more structure, maybe even more rules, and when it comes to discipline as well, and this could be at work or at home. You could come up to explain that there's a difficult conversation that needs to be had, where you're going to need to be completely truthful, you're going to have to be honest, and you're going to have to be clear about what it is you're trying to say. He can come up to also say that you may be taking a stand for something that you believe in, whether that's an issue or you're trying to help other people. But he comes up to talk about clarity and determination in standing up for justice, for what you believe in. And come up to show there is a need to seek professional advice. So a person that may be educated, well educated, and master in the area that you need to seek advice. This could be a doctor. Doctors are kind of healers, aren't they? So that would kind of be cups, but it could definitely be like psychology or psychiatry. But he can definitely come up to be somebody that you could be going to soon to get some advice from. Maybe an accountant, a lawyer, a business, somebody that you might need to get advice from in business. Maybe you need some business advice, but somebody that's a master over the realm that you need advice from. It can also come up to explain that you might be better off actually seeking the help of a mentor right now. Maybe something that you're doing or that you've gained an interest in. You might be doing quite well in it, but the time has come now where it might be a good idea for you to seek out a teacher or a mentor. But he can also, I have seen him come up as well to kind of represent, and this can be for you or for other people around you, but I have seen him come up to represent an author, because swords is communication, and books are communication. It's written communication. And with the King of Swords being the master of the realm, usually if you're at the place where you're going to write a book about something that you're interested in, some more kind of like factual books rather than fiction, but if you're writing a book that is to do with an interest of yours, it would kind of tell me that you're in a place now where you've kind of mastered that thing to the point where you are able to write about it, then to pass on your knowledge to help others. So I have seen him come up to indicate an author before, or to maybe say to you to look at books in the area that you're interested in. There'll be some good authors out there that might be able to help you. But like a researcher as well, so it could come up to show that you're researching something, that you're trying to get to a place where you totally understand something, and that you've got this new interest and you've been looking into it, but you're actively researching to forever keep learning what it is that you're looking into. So he can come up to indicate that you're doing research also.